Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the...
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jacob, also known as Pick Management, here with the Wagering Wizard, my guy Mark, off another solid night. I went 4-2. Mark, not so hot, but it's okay because his algorithm and model have been hitting at 70% the last 90 days. So you guys need to make sure you sign up for that before you do anything else. The link is below. But before we dig into today's NHL slate, I got to let you guys know about a couple of tools you need to have in your betting toolbox. First, Juice Reel. Juice Reel is a totally free app that automatically syncs to your sportsbook and provides insights and analytics into how you wager so you can become a better bettor. Follow me, follow Mark, follow other really talented bettors across the leaderboard, follow their AI models, which are cashing all the time. All that stuff is free right on the Juice Reel app. The link is below. And then if you guys want to fast track yourselves to Mark's level, to how to build models and algorithms, but you don't have the time to put into years of learning how to be a statistician, the money, the effort, all that, take a shortcut and check out the Rhythm app. Rhythm is a totally free app that lets you build your own models. You can also use the models that they have already built with 3 years of data. You can modify those to your specifications or build your own from scratch. Learn how to build models and algorithms like a real betting pro, and make sure you guys have winning bets just like Mark. Check out the Rhythm app. The link for that is also below. But Mark, it's a 3-game NHL slate today. I know you got a few picks. I got a couple as well. So why don't we just go ahead and dig into our best bets for tonight's slate?
Absolutely. So yeah, with a real skinny slate on the NHL schedule, I made an announcement in the Almanac 2 days ago that we actually have been working in the background to expand our reach, if you will, to include some European leagues, the hockey leagues. So we've got Sweden, Switzerland, Germany, Czech Republic that we've been working on. And so with the small slate today, I've got a Swedish play for us to attack for tomorrow. Those games start at 1 o'clock Eastern, but I'll give those out here today. The first one, let's stay in the NHL. We're going to go Ottawa and Anaheim. I'm taking the over 6.5 at -125. Look, this is real simple. The expected goalies to start in this are Antoine Forsberg for Ottawa and John Gibson for Anaheim. On the season, both of them have pretty average numbers. Forsberg's got an 88.8% save rate, and he's given up 3.29 goals a game. Gibson has an 89.8% save rate, and he's only allowing 3.15. In the last 28 days, both of these guys have seen their numbers just plummet. Forsberg is giving up 4.5 goals a game on a 82.9% save rate. Gibson's allowing 4.95 goals a game, and he's got an 83% save rate. At this point, neither one of these guys could stop a snail if they had to. I really like the over. Gibson's 4-1 in the over in his last 5. Forsberg is 3-2 on the over in his last 5. I think this one sees a lot of goals, and we clear this easily.
Yeah, I love that. I'm a little scary. So I bought this down to 6 for a little push protection. I usually do. I don't like taking 6.5s and 7s. I just don't. I like giving out 6s because it gives everyone a little protection. And then I'd rather get a push and, a little bit less of a loss. I'm okay paying the tax on push protection. And that's what I look at some of the steeper juice as. And I'm okay with that because, I just gave out a play on the NBA show at -200. That's like the max I'll give out because I'm the kind of guy who's okay to win $50, to bet 100 to win 50. I think that's okay. And I can live with that. So at -160, I believe this is at. -170 now. Still a little juicy, but sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. And right. I think, you don't pay the juice when you win. So I like this. And I'm also taking Ottawa -172. If you can get it at -1, I would take that. Just because I think Ottawa, I get that they are struggling defensively, but I do think they are the better offensive team here. And I think their goalie is just a little bit better than Anaheim. So I'm going to ride with Ottawa here to get it done as well.
Perfect. Yep. Yeah. The next one I have is actually I'm going to Buffalo and Toronto, and I'm taking Buffalo on the puck line at minus 145. And I'll tell you why. Buffalo is 4-1 in their last 5 road games, and they're scoring an average of 2.6 goals a game. They're only giving up 2 goals a game in those last 5. And I won't butcher his name, so I'll just say UPL has been absolutely excellent at keeping Buffalo in close games. He keeps the games tight and gives Buffalo a chance to win or at least get it into overtime. So I really like what he's been doing there recently. In his last 5 starts, he's actually 4-1 on the puck line. Toronto in its last 5 games, they've cooled off offensively a little bit. They're only averaging 3.75 goals a game at home. Buffalo has won both of these previous meetings that these two teams have had. And so I really like the combination of a cooling off Toronto, a red hot UPL, keep this thing close, and we sail with the puck line.
Love it. Nothing for me on this one. I have a part of a parlay I'm giving out with this game, but no other place for me for this one. Did you have anything else?
Yeah, I got one more. We're
right.
going to the Swedish. Yeah, the Sweden Hockey League, the SHL.
We are now the Swedish Betting Insiders.
That's right. We're going international with this. So the first game we're going to target is the Far Starts BK to win in regulation, and we're going to parlay this. This will be a 2-game parlay. Far Starts is taking on the Malmo Redhawks, and Far Starts is 10-0 in their last 10 home games, outscoring the opponents 44-18. They sit on top of the SHL with 99 points, and Malmo is only 7-17 on the road this year, and they've been struggling just to stay out of the relegation zone for the majority of the year now. I really like Far Starts to get this done within the 60. The next game we're going to pair with this one is Rogel on the money line, and Rogel is taking on last place Oskarshamn. Oskarshamn is 11-38 on the year. They've been outscored 190-106. They're 0-5 in their last 5. I mean, these numbers are just, it's not going to come as any surprise that these guys are being relegated at the end of the year. I mean, that's their destiny for this year.
I like that they relegate teams. Like they do in soccer. I like that.
Yeah. And so, now Rogel is fighting. They're in a tie for the very last, they're in a tie with Malmo for that last playoff spot. They're 1 point behind, and I like Rogel to stay focused on getting into the playoffs and staying out of relegation, and especially since Malmo's taken on Far Starts, who should just blow them right out of the water. I really like this parlay to hit. You put both the games together, that's at minus 104. And both the Sweden SHL can be found on both BetMGM and on DraftKings. So
cool. We will put those games in the description below so you guys know who you're betting on, because most people probably won't. So I'll get those from Mark, and I'll make sure to put them in the description. They'll also be in my newsletter. So just click on that, and all the spelling and everything's correct on that one. Perfect. Yeah, newsletter too. One more play from me. I'm going to take the Avs here. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to take the Avs here. I'll give you guys the parlay instead. So I'm going to take each one of these games, all 3 games, for over 5 goals in regulation. It pays out minus 104, and a couple reasons why. I'm going to give you guys some historical stats here. Toronto has hit 5+ goals in 18 out of the last 19 games. Buffalo has seen it in 8 out of the last 9. Detroit has seen it in 8 out of their last 10, and Colorado has seen it in 17 out of their last 18. Lion for Detroit has allowed 32 goals in his last 9 games. Ottawa has seen 18 out of their last 19 games hit 5+, and 14 out of the last 16 games for Anaheim. So like all of these teams have been hitting at least 5 goals in most of their games for the last few weeks. Individually, all these are untouchable prices, but if you parlay all 3 together, you get a minus 104. So I think we're going to see goals in all of them. So let's go for it in this parlay. But that's going to do it for me. Mark, why don't you go ahead and recap the plays real quick?
Absolutely. So we're on Ottawa and Anaheim over 6.5. We're going to take Buffalo on the puck line. And our 2-game Sweden parlay is going to be Far Starts to win in regulation and Rogel on the money line.
Excellent. I'm on Ottawa, Anaheim over 6, and I am on all of these games over 5 in regulation for a minus 104. But you can find myself and Mark in our Discord, the Pick Manager Discord. The link is below. Sign up for Mark's newsletter in there, the free section or paid. It is totally worth it. He has been hitting at over 70% in the last 90 days, now including international hockey. So you guys are really going to want to check that out because there's usually softer lines when you look at those kind of games because books don't really pay attention to them as much, and you can find some great betting options there. Also, make sure you guys sign up for that Juice Roll app. The link is below. Automatically syncs with your sportsbook, gives you insights and analytics into how you wager so you can become a better. And make sure to check out the Rhythm app. It is totally free. It teaches you how to build models and algorithms so you can be one of the analytical type of sports bettors and really know how to select your bets for all the right reasons. That's the Rhythm app, totally free. Link is below. You guys can find Mark across all his socials at Better Days Ahead, BETTOR Days Ahead. You guys can see me on Driving the Line at 10 a.m. live Monday through Friday with Jonathan Coachman and Alan Bell. You can also see some bonus videos, best bets, articles, and more from me at ballislife.com and all the Ball is Life Bets socials. Otherwise, you guys can find me at Pick Management across all socials. I'm Jacob, and this is Mark, the NHL Betting Insiders. We will see you later.
Bullseye hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got